Hi everyone, my name is Diego and today I'll be presenting the midterm progress of my project titled Sentra, which is a unified scam awareness system for digital messaging. So just to give you a brief information about what Sentra is, it is an Android-based application designed to detect scam messages in real time and more importantly to educate users about why a message may be suspicious. Unlike any traditional spam filters that simply block content, Sentra provides AI-generated explanations and integrates learning features to improve long-term digital safety habits. So for this demo, I will walk you through what has been implemented so far and demonstrate the current working prototype. So at this stage of development, these are the following components that have been successfully implemented. We have the onboarding screens, the login and registration system, which are already connected to the database. We have the dashboard, learning, notifications, and settings screens. We also have the SMS permission integration with user consent, of course, a real-time SMS notification monitoring, and an AI-powered message analysis using our model that returns a JSON format response, which will be used to our backend. So moving forward to the walkthrough, this is our app. So this is our mobile app. We have here the onboarding screens, and then we also have the welcome page. So this is the welcome page showing us the sign in and sign up buttons. So if the user doesn't have an account yet, they can just click this button and they will be asked to enter their email, their password, their first name, last name, and birthday, and then they will also be asked whether they wanted to connect to these messaging platforms. Otherwise, they can just do it later on. Since I already have an account, I will just use it so we don't need to register. After logging in, it will show us the splash screen that only shows the logo and this progress bar. And then here is our dashboard. So at the bottom, we have the navigation menu, and we also have this sidebar menu. So on the dashboard, we will basically see all of these statistics. These are basically all of the alerts that our mobile applications analyzed or scanned. And then we also have here the learning page that shows us some of the quick courses, like helping the users to identify whether a message is a scam or not. How does scammers manipulate emotions using social engineering attacks, and so on and so forth. And then we also have here the alerts page, which is basically a notifications that shows all the message that our mobile application has been scanned. On our settings page, we have here, of course, the appearance, message platforms, or the messaging platforms, and some other stuff. So just to note that everything on this app is static for now, except for the login and registration page. Those are already connected to the database, and for this page we have implemented the SMS, so we can actually connect now and ask the user for permission to connect to their SMS or messaging. So all we have to do is to just click the connect button, and then the app will ask for permission. Just click OK and just click allow, and it is now connected. So now for us to test whether the model is working, I'll just go here and maybe change this to this. So for example, I will be sending an obvious scam message. saying unusual activity detected on your TD Bank account. Your online access has been suspended. Verify immediately so I provided a link. To avoid permanent closure, do not contact the bank until this issue is resolved. So basically, it's very obvious that this message is a scam. But we will see what the model will do on this message. So just click send message, and our mobile app will now receive a notification saying this. Currently, our mobile application doesn't really process this received notification for now. It doesn't show us what happened during the scanning, because I was working on with the back end. So to show you that it gives us a good results, that the model gives us a good results, we just have to go to the back end. So this is our back end. I have created a Firebase account. We have the Firebase or Firestore database, and we have this collections. So users are basically the collection of all users who registered on our mobile application. And then platforms are all the messaging platforms. We have the Gmail, we have the Messenger, we have SMS, Telegram, and WhatsApp. And then user platforms is a collection of users who connected to specific platforms. So for example, I connected to the SMS. So this is my user ID, and this is the platform ID of the SMS, which is this. Scans is the scans collection is basically what I've been working on with the model. So as you can see here, this is newly submitted. This is the message that we just sent. As you can see here, this is the message, and this is the sender. So for now, I am saving the content of the message and the sender or the phone number of the sender to our backend, just for my own testing. But in the future, as soon as I finish this project, I will remove this for the user security and privacy protection. So since we received this message, it was created 21st or 41 p.m. So what the model did, it analyzes the message and it gives us an explanation of whether the message is a scam or not. So based on our model, it says that the message employs tactics such as urgency and fear by claiming unusual activity on a bank account, which pressures the recipient to act quickly. It includes a suspicious link that appears to lead to a fake login page, aiming to harvest sensitive information. Additionally, the instruction to avoid contacting the bank further isolates the recipient, increasing the risk of financial fraud. So as you can see here, it is saying that the message that the user received or that I received is obviously a scam. The model flagged the message as a scam with a risk score of 100, and it is a critical severity with a subtype of credential harvesting. So how does the model works? I have created a Python project. So I have two directories here under the implementation folder: the Sentra, which is the mobile app, and then the model, which is the Python, which uses Python programming language. So I have created this file called OpenAI service. So basically, I have provided these prompts, and I uses OpenAI to analyze the message that was received from the phone, and then I submitted it to this model. So currently our model is running, and for you to see, this is our endpoint. We have here this is our endpoint. that checks whether a message is a scam or not, and it will return this JSON format. So as you can see here, it says that the message that we received is obviously a scam with 100 risk score. So to test, let's say this is another message that I received. So obviously it is not a scam, right? So I will set this, and then our phone or our emulator will receive notification again. So this is the newly received message. It says here, this is the message, and from this number, so it says here, the message does not contain any indicators of scam or malicious intent. It appears to be a casual check-in from a friend, lacking any request for sensitive information, urgency, or emotional manipulation. So even though our model flagged it as suspicious, the reason why is this message might be using a social engineering attack, but the risk score is 20, which is very low. That is why the message that we sent is still doesn't show as a scam message. It's not trying to scam the user. So so far that is what I have right now. I am planning, or my next steps will be making everything dynamic. So from homepage to settings page. Also, I am planning to implement this other messaging platforms as well. But basically, the endpoint for analyzing the message is already there. I just have to connect to these platforms, get the message, and yeah. On top of that, I am also planning to maybe instead of analyzing a certain message or one message at a time, I might implement this feature as well, which is a scan. Let's say the attacker is using a social engineering attack. So what the user can do is they can just upload the whole conversation here, and our model will analyze whether the conversation or the sender or the other person is trying to scam me, which is very common nowadays. So yeah, that's all for now. And thank you for staying with me.